Tom, congratulations. Obviously, been kind of a whirlwind 2.5 weeks, I imagine, for you. I mean, have you even had a chance to process what exactly just unfolded for you?
No, simply no. I think this will take a while to sink in, to be honest. It's been an absolutely crazy 2.5 weeks. I've been saying, I can tell people now, I basically didn't have any training camp at all. I wasn't really in the best shape. I got the call like 3-4 days after. I pulled my back really bad. I couldn't barely even move or do anything. And yeah, it's been some, and I didn't have a visa as well. It's been some 3 weeks. Let me tell you, it's been absolutely insane.
So pre-fight at the press conference, I loved what you said. Like, I knew that, I couldn't win this thing by sitting on the couch. So I said yes. But given all the circumstances that you were facing, like, was there any part of you inside that was like, this is dumb? Like, I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Yep. That was my exact thoughts when I was sat in the locker room tonight. I was like, what am I doing? But to be honest, I get this a lot. Like, too many people in this game, I think, and in life in general, I'm not trying to be like a philosopher, but like, hide away from fear. Like, they try and be like, oh, I'm not scared. I openly admit that I'm scared and I'm going to do it anyway. Like, that's when I do my best. Like, look, when Sergei whacked me with the overhand right, my mouthpiece started to come out. Like, that's when I do my best work. When a big scary guy's coming at me like that, like, that's when I'm at my absolute best. And I embrace fear, like, with open arms, and I'm happy to be scared and perform like that.
Well, it was a great performance, and the emotion that came out of you, I mean, immediately, I was like, you could see the realization when you knocked back. Can you just remember, like, kind of what was going through your head at that point? How hard you've worked to get where you are, and what was it at that moment?
Oh, it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, it was just like, sorry, burping. Excuse me. Yeah, it was just flashbacks to the last. I'm a lifelong martial artist, you know. My dad got me into this stuff when I was like 8 years old. To be honest, it's always difficult for me to tell when I started off martial arts because my dad was so into it. I've just always been in the gym. Like, I just used to, like, I was a shy kid. I didn't have like too many friends or nothing. So I just go to the gym just because I had nothing else to do. I didn't even train. I was just sat around kicking a football around and just chilling. And I do a couple of techniques and I go off again. And so, but to answer the question, I've been involved with this crazy martial arts journey for most of my life, and everything just flashed through my mind before my eyes. It was absolutely insane and an emotion that it's difficult to get to grips with.
That's awesome. Last thing for me, I know you're going to want to take some time to just enjoy this, but have you started thinking about what's next? Because it seems like it's kind of a weird picture, right? Dana was here earlier, and he says, we still got to do Jon and Stipe. So I asked him, would Tom defend the interim title? He's like, I don't know. He's got some money. He'll sit around. Have you started mapping it out, like what you would like to do now?
No, I've not really thought about that, to be honest. I didn't think about anything like that before this fight at all. Like, I was aware of what I was up against tonight with Sergei. This is a guy that I know personally because I'm involved in these circles kind of at the top of the division. Nobody wants to fight that guy. Cut all bullshit aside, nobody wants to fight that guy. There's champions turning him down. So I knew what I was up against tonight, and I couldn't think past Sergei. So the guy's an absolute machine. And right now, I just want to chill for a bit, man. To be honest, we'll see what happens. But ultimately, I want to fight Jon Jones.
So, Tom, over here to your right, if I could. You were on vacation, Dana tells us, right?
Nearly.
So where were you?
I've got a little place in Wales. Like, it's driving distance, but I've just bought a little place in Wales, which is like a holiday home, we call it in the UK. So I just go there with the family sometimes. So we had a little trip planned over there and didn't make it. Another one I've missed. I'm the worst vacation guy ever. I never seem to make it.
So how was your wife when you did that and you told her that you had to leave the vacation?
Yeah, she's not that happy, but she's used to it. You know, if I didn't have her, I'd be. You know, that's some of your biggest issues is your close circle to being successful, and she's very on board, as are the rest of my close friends and family. So I'm very, very lucky in that regard.
What did you do to get your back in the kind of, because I know backs are really bad when you're hurting. What did you do specifically to get yourself back in condition so that you could fight?
It's still bad. It's still not great. I've just been getting massages, seeing the chiropractor, and getting in the ice bath, getting in the jacuzzi, all the rest of the stuff. But to be honest with you, it's still not the best. I'm gonna have to get it treated properly when I go home.
When Sergey hit you with that punch early, and you know, the mouthpiece, and you kind of wobbled there a little bit, anything go through your head like, you know, I have to be careful, or any thought about the way the fight was going to play out?
No, it's all happening a bit faster, kind of think, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm obviously aware he's got massive punches. And because I was so nervous, like I started off the fight not very well. Like I wasn't moving really well at first, and that's happened in fights before, you know, but never against a guy like that dangerous. So yeah, he hit me with the shot. The mouthpiece started to come out a little bit. I kind of readjusted the mouthpiece on the fly, and I think that he thought he hurt me with the shot, but he didn't. So then I started cutting angles, coming back in and landing my shots, which is, you don't want to stand flat-footed and trade with a guy like that. That's why all my punches were off the angle and with the calf kicks and stuff.
And then last thing I wanted to ask you, you win the title in your 8th fight, which is an amazing accomplishment. And the guy that fought after you won his 2nd title in his 7th UFC fight. And I wonder, just as an athlete watching somebody do that, like, can you just comment on what the significance of what Alex just did by winning a light heavyweight title and a middleweight title in the last year, and doing that all in that short period of time?
Yeah, it's fantastic, and obviously he's got a long kickboxing career as well. The guy is an absolute machine. Very scary human being also, like Sergei Pavlovich. I don't think I've ever seen him smile this week, so I'm quite scared of him as well. Hopefully I won't have to fight him one day. But yeah, he's amazing. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of Yuri's as well. Also another scary guy, another wild guy. I'm going to have to watch that fight back, obviously. I've not had a chance to see it myself yet. But yeah, they're both two great guys.
Tom, you've made no secret of how much your father has meant to your journey. And I know that your dream was always to give him that belt. But when actually getting to do that in the octagon, actually physically doing the thing you dreamed about for so long, what's that experience?
Oh, mate, it gets me emotional thinking about it. There has been a million people involved in this career, not just my dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got such an amazing team around me now of heavyweights. It's fantastic. But I've trained at so many gyms over the years, all at this point near enough all over the world. Do you know what I mean? I've started training in Team Carbon when I was like 14. Then I've boxed with like the Furies for years. Now I'm got the heavyweight team going, and I go over to Holland to train with Rico Verhoven and stuff, and I'm part of their team. And not only that, I've been numerous boxing gyms, numerous strength and conditioning people, all kinds of different stuff. Like, I've done it, and I just hope that not just my dad, but everybody who's been a small part of that can look at him and be like, I'm proud of him. Like, that makes me really, to make someone who's proud of me, who's been part of my journey. And because I respect everybody so much, you know what I mean? All the training partners, all the support, all the coaches from different gyms and different disciplines. Like, I respect everybody so much. And for somebody to look at me and be like, I was part of that journey and I'm really proud of him, that absolutely means the world to me.
You know, there was a time where you would sit in front of us and tell us, like, oh, I'm kind of nervous to fight in front of a sellout crowd. I've never done that. I might not be any good at it. And then tonight, you come out, you win the world title, you walk out the cage. Michael Bisping's there to grab you and say congratulations. Can you put into words your own personal growth? Like, being this guy who, you know, you're self-deprecating, and then being able to get in there, knock out the scariest guy in the division, and prove to yourself you're the best in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy, mate. When I do my little crouch down thing that I do before the fight, I look to the side of Sergei's head, and I see Donald Trump's head looking back at me. It's pretty trippy scenes over there. But yeah, it sounds like corny and stuff, and I don't want to be that guy. But sometimes you just got to believe in yourself, you know. And things start shifting around you to make it work. It's really bizarre. People like all these fighters, all these champions, like, the friends of mine, the close friends. They're not just like people I look up to. They're actually my friends, and they give me advice, and it just means the absolute world to me that anyone would look at me and be like, I'm proud of him. Honestly, that really makes me happy.
Last one for me. I know you said that you kind of want to take some time, and Jon Jones is the target, but Ciryl Gane's calling you out, says he wants to fight you.
Oh, that's interesting. After I just called him out, went to France, and he turned the fight down.
Any interest?
I think he should fight Almeida. I think them guys should fight each other first and see what happens there.
All right, so I have to ask about that. When you guys put your hands on each other's shoulders at the beginning of the fight, did you know that he would reciprocate, or what went into that? Because we don't normally see that before heavyweight title.
No, I didn't know anything. I respect him as a person, as an athlete. I respect all my opponents, whether I like them or not is kind of irrelevant to me. Like, this is a sport. I treat it as a sport. I don't hate anybody. I don't, I have love for everybody. I told him after the fight that I love him and I'm sorry and hope he gets back and all that kind of stuff. And I respect him before the fight, during the fight, after the fight. Opponents are irrelevant to me. Like, they're just a person that I'm fighting. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't have to hate anybody.
Considering the short notice nature of this fight, is he a guy you think you'll see again down the road at some point?
I think so, definitely. I believe he's like 31 years old. I'm 30 years old. We've both got another at least 5 years at this thing. And believe me when I tell you, he's going to knock everybody else out in the division. So we're going to go again.
Do you think you're the best heavyweight in the world?
Yes.
Considering that you said Sergei was the scariest fighter in the division, and we saw what you did to him in essentially no training camp, do you now think you take that moniker as the scariest guy in this division?
Don't know. I'm very friendly, so I'm not sure. Very, very nice man and friendly, but I think when that octagon door closes, I can do things that other heavyweights can't. Simple as that. Simple as that. My mind is so different, and I see shots that other people don't see. I make decisions that other people can't make, and you might look on the outside and think, this guy's got holes in his game plan. You jump in and let's have a go and see how you get on.
You just said that you make, here in the center,
sorry,
you make decisions and you hit shots that others can't see. You won the fight off of a pair of left rights back to back. Was that something, again, you saw, or was it just a matter of trying to get fast hands on him, or what?
It's just reactive. That's just like a testament to my training. I've been training since I was, as I just said, 8 years old, and when I see a shot, I'll throw it, and when I don't see a shot, I won't throw it. And I believe I hit him with like a stepping over left hook and a right hand, and then maybe a 1-2 after. I'm not sure. I'd have to watch it back. Yeah, I've been in this, not this sport, but I've been in martial arts a long time, and we've done plenty drills over the years with my dad and stuff like that, and with all the other coaches who've been involved, where my reactions are super fast. My eyes are super good. We still drill stuff with the eyes every day now. And yeah, it's just, practice.
Without giving away too much, what is your favorite reaction eye drill?
Reaction eye drill? So my dad's got like a little gym in his garage for the American people over there.
Thank you for the translation.
No problem. And for years now, my dad's been like got these tennis balls, and he's just like launching them at my head, and I've got to like move the head out of the way. And I'll tell you what, it's paid off tonight, though, hasn't it, Dad? That was pretty good. I don't want to get hit with a tennis ball, so I definitely won't want to get hit by Sergei Pavlovich. So yeah, we do a lot. We do a lot of that kind of stuff. We do a lot of different training, and I've done so many unorthodox training stuff with my dad in the garage over the years, and it's all top secret stuff though, so I don't want to give too much away.
Tom back here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Congratulations on the win, by the way.
Thank you.
I think chance taking is the family business. Would you say, considering that your dad quit his job to train you, and you take a fight on short notice and win the world championship? Is there a piece of advice that he gave you at the very beginning when he started training you that he had to believe in? He believed in you enough to quit his job to train you, and now you believe in yourself enough to take these risks and chances. But is there a piece of advice or a quote that he gave you that has always stuck with you throughout your training?
It's difficult to say with my dad because we've been through hundreds of thousands of hours of conversation. Do you know what I mean? It's not just in the gym. It's the drive to the gym. It's the drive back. It's in the gym. It's at home. It's on the travel to fights. It's going to competitions as a kid every weekend. And there's a million things that he's told me, but the most important thing he tells me every single time is just enjoy yourself. Just do you. Just enjoy yourself. And that's what I always try to do.
And one more question for me. Obviously, the Great Britain market, the UK market is awesome with combat sports. And how does it feel to take back the title to your home? And you know it's going to be a party back there.
Absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait for that. But right now I'm going to enjoy tonight. But I think we should do Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones in Manchester. That is something special. And I'm sure the UFC are going to be on board with that. That would be special.
Dana said he did want to bring it back to the UK, so it could happen.
There we go.
Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Tom, down here to you, right? Dana was just in here before, and he just said that he's open to the idea of doing a stadium. Now, obviously, the historical one would be Wembley, and I know you said that you're just taking it in right now, but now that I put that prospect to you, and maybe I know Manchester would be perfect for you, but what about yourself, Jon Jones at Wembley?
Absolutely incredible. Also, it doesn't have to be Manchester, but I think that if we do the greatest fighter of all time versus the UK heavyweight champion of the UFC, the UK heavyweight, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The UK guy who's the world champion. That would, in the UK, that would be absolutely insane. Like, let's do it. Absolutely.
And Jon has kind of gone on record and basically said that the Stipe fight might be his last fight. And I think he said that because, he's been like down the years, he needs someone to excite him. Do you think that performance that you just put in there would excite him and get him up for one more?
How could it not? I don't think I did much wrong for him to be like, that's an easy fight. I think if I hit anybody square in the face, they're going to go to sleep. Simple as that. And Jon knows that. And that's no disrespect to Jon. I absolutely love Jon. Like, he's one of my favourite fighters of all time. I absolutely look up to him, but I want to fight him, and I think I can win.
And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but what were the first words that you said to your dad, Andy?
I can't remember. I was just in a world of absolute madness.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Tom right here. This was kind of a star-making performance from you tonight. When this kind of happens, life can change a lot. People come out of the woodwork. They want things from you. They want to be your friend, all that stuff. How do you plan on handling that kind of change that may come from people around you?
I've been experiencing that a little bit over the years, do you know what I mean? But we keep a tight circle. Simple as that. Anyone who's not on the... Well, I used to say before tonight, anyone who's not helping me become the best in the world, I'm not going to be around them. But I'm the best in the world now. So we keep a tight ship. I'm happy with the people I've got around me. Absolutely incredible people. Each and every day I enjoy. Each and every day, like, I'm spending time with people I love and who care about me, and I love them back. It's not like, they're not just sucking up to me because I'm doing well in my career. Like, we're all friends. We've got family members involved. There's all kinds going on. But I'm really happy with the people I've got around me right now. I don't need anybody new.
Yeah, and one of those people who's shown you a lot of love, I know you touched on it a little bit, was Michael Bisping. You guys kind of embraced when you were leaving the cage. How much has his support meant to you through this process?
It's meant a lot to me. I used to go watch Bisping and sit up in the nosebleeds before he even knew I existed, like for a good few times. I remember going watching Bisping against Chris Lieben in Birmingham. I don't know what year that was, but it was fucking ages ago.
2008, I think.
It was 2008, yeah, so I would have been 15 years old then. Do you know what I mean? And we saved up and sat in the nosebleeds to watch Bisping. So me and Bisping now are good friends. He's an absolute idol of mine. I look up to him as a person and as a fighter, and I just love what he's doing. Bisping is just such a great guy, and yeah, I got a lot of respect for Bisping.
Congrats, man. Enjoy it.
Tom in the front.
Yes, hello.
In the middle here. Tom, did you get the chance to talk to your? I know it's really early in the morning at home, but did you get the chance to talk to your wife? And
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
My dad tried to call her, but she didn't pick up. So I don't think she knows yet. I'm not sure.
So there was no plans for her to, or the kids even.
No, absolutely not. And my oldest kid now, he's 7, so he started realizing a little bit what's going on. And he actually watched Pavlovich and was like, "It's going to be a tough one, Dad." He's like, he goes a lot off rankings because he doesn't know, like, the rankings definitely stand for something, but he knew that Pavlovich was ranked number 1 and I was ranked number 4. He was like, "Oh, this guy's number 1. You have to be careful here, Dad. This is," and then he started telling me a game plan. And then he said, "You got to remember it though. Make sure you remember it." I was like, "Yeah, will do." "You're going to have to write it down, Dad. You're going to have to write it down and take it with you." It's like, all right. But I'm sure he'll be happy when he finds out.
Well, what was the game plan?
Not what I did. No, the game plan was like, use my movement, use the calf kicks, which were working really well. Don't like square up with him, let him come straight on, which I did okay, to be fair. To be honest with you, I was really nervous in there. And I couldn't get my movement going well straight away. I felt like I started a little bit slow in comparison to normal, but I'm not complaining. We got the win.
Was that because of the back, the movement going?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know if it's the back or the back's actually all right now. It's not as bad as it was. I don't want to milk it. It was quite bad, but it's all right now. But I was just nervous, man. To be honest, I was very scared backstage.
I understand you felt like you maybe owed your family a vacation, a holiday,
Yep.
because of the interruption of everything with this. Might they expect a greater holiday, maybe something more special? Because
Absolutely, they deserve everything, and I've been away so much lately, with fighting and training and traveling, and I've just not been at home much. So I need to spend some time there for a little bit and make it up to them.
And the last one for me, I mean, obviously, if you're going to be waiting for Jon Jones, you might be waiting a while because he may not come back till, who knows, summer,
Yep.
later than that. Is that something you're prepared to do? Wait even more, as much as a year or more to get
No,
you a fight?
I don't want to wait a year. I definitely don't want to wait a year. But I think that me and Jones is the fight to make, to be honest. So if I have to wait a year, I will. Like, that's the fight that I really, really want. And I think that me and Jon in the UK, that's just a dream for everybody. At the UFC, fans, everybody will love that. So that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. Tom, just over here. Congratulations on an amazing KO victory. Tom Aspinall is now the interim heavyweight champion from Manchester, England. Do you have a message to your fans back home?
It just means more to me than anyone will ever know, to be honest. Yeah, I just appreciate it a lot. Like, where I'm from is very important to me. But not only that, I got so much love here as well. Like, I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. Everyone's just been so nice, and it goes a long way. And I really, really appreciate everybody and anybody who's even wished me good luck or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Showed support in any kind of way. It absolutely means the world to me. And I'd love to thank everyone individually, but obviously I can't. And just means the absolute world.
Tom, right down the middle here. While you were sitting up there about 5 minutes ago, Jon Jones tweeted about you.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
It's a nice tweet. He said, "Congratulations on the interim heavyweight championship belt. That was an awesome performance." So to hear that from him, the guy that many consider to be the greatest fighter of all time and a prospective future opponent of yours, I guess, how does that feel?
I've seen Jon talking nice stuff about me on a podcast as well. It's really nice. Obviously, it's always nice to hear nice things about you, but from someone like that who I massively look up to, even more so. Yeah, thank you, Jon. And just give me the opportunity, Jon. Let me do it. Give me my dream fight. Why not? I've just achieved my dream now. Give me my dream fight. Let me fight for my legacy now, please.
And Tom, just on to your left, can you actually explain this week now in terms of Atherton to Times Square, your face lighting up, and then now you're the interim heavyweight champ of the UFC? Because not many people do things like that from the Northwest, so it's just incredible.
Didn't know you were coming, mate. It's nice to see you here. You blended in there. We got Manchester in the house. It's lovely. That's excellent. Yeah, mate, it means the absolute world. As I said, where I'm from is extremely important to me. Just everything about it. I just love the whole northern culture and just everything. Just everything. And I just hope people are proud of me, man. I feel like I've done a big thing, at least in my life, and I hope that people can look at it and get some kind of inspiration from it. Do you know what I mean? It's as people from the Northwest, we're not told we can do stuff. We're always suppressed, I feel. Luckily enough, I've got amazing parents, and I wasn't, but I hope I can be that guy who someone is starting out in martial arts and is like, he's from the same place I'm from, I can do it as well. If I can do that a little bit, that's mission accomplished.
Tom, congrats, mate.
Thank you.